Happy New Week. Glad to have you join us on a brand new episode of The Breakfast Show, talking about matters on ground this Monday. My name is Faith Imai, and today on The Breakfast Show, we will be discussing COVID-19 vaccination, the effects on the hospitality industry. We'll be using Edo State as a case study. Now, it's no longer news that last week the Edo State governor gave an instruction that the second week of September will see those who are not vaccinated not use banks, attend churches, or large gatherings. I'm joined by my amazing co-host and a very beautiful guest. Stick around and find out who they are. Welcome back. It's still The Breakfast Show on TSLNIGERIA TV. We're talking matters on ground. I'm joined by my co-host, Zazie. How are you doing today?
Hi, Faith. Good morning.
And a very beautiful guest. We have a lady on set on a Monday today. I'm so excited. She's actually my namesake, Faith Osadono. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good to have you. She is the CEO, creative head of Trinity Signatures right here in Benin, but they cover events all over Nigeria. In fact, all over the world.
If you want to travel out,
she's been doing pretty well for herself, putting Edo State on the national map. Okay, so it's no longer news that the Edo State governor has said that those who are not vaccinated should not attend churches or banks. You must have your green card now. It's not like the vaccination card. It's like your official green card. And I'm sure you actually got this information. I would love to know how you received it. But before that, let's talk about your business a little bit. Trinity Signatures. How was this back then and how's it been going so far?
Oh, well, Trinity Signatures, as we know, is an event planning company. We've started this 5 years running now in Edo State, Nigeria. I actually started the event planning business from the UK, where I used to live before relocating to Nigeria. We've been here now. It was birthed from my own passion, but it's something I've just loved doing. Coming to Nigeria, I established the company business with my family, and then it has grown from strength to strength, and it's been a business that has flourished, and we've been growing since then, and it has come to stay. And a lot of people have recognized and built strength from this business. And Trinity Signatures is an event planning company that has evolved over the years, and we want to come to turn the business event planning industry to something that has to do with to build a name in Edo State and actually turn things around the way we do our event planning business and the way things are being done here in the industry. And I'm so happy because all the planners in Edo State now see the reason why events should be well organized, properly planned from start to finish.
You guys have set a bar.
A bar, yes, I would say that. And fellow planners are also saying that we have to now place a standard as to how things should be done, from organization to syncing things in place, putting teams in place, the right T's, dot the I's, the way things should be done, align and sync with the clients, and also liaise well with guests, and also make them feel very welcome and comfortable.
Sounds like a lot of work. Sounds like a process.
Honestly speaking, I went through your page, right, and I was wowed.
Thank you.
Beautiful events, perfect, beautiful. In fact, the brides look extra beautiful on your page. I don't know, but everything just really seemed organized. But along the line, it's business, right? You go through challenges and stuff. But before we get to that, what was actually the inspiration for you? Did you attend like an event school? Did you just wake up and say, okay, it's event planning for me, there's money here, I want to go here? Or what was the trigger for you though?
No, like I said, apart from being a passion thing, I actually took a step further by going for trainings.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, because the bottom part is there's a thing about having passion for something, then also being grounded in the knowledge.
Obviously, you're grounded. If you're watching, please check out Trinity Signatures on Instagram. I was wild, really.
Thank you. So I've had trainings. I had my first training in the UK, and then I went to Ghana. I trained with Planet Ghana. Thank you, Gloria. I trained with Gloria. I went to Lagos. I went to as far as Abuja. I have passion for training
So you're just putting
and
flower
learning.
here, putting blue
No,
here, putting pink
no. If I'm putting the yellow there, there should be a reason why yellow should be there.
Oh, wow.
So if we're having a team, if we're building, putting the flowers, the vases, everything has to sync. There should be a reason why a hut should be built. So there should be a reason why the lighting should sync. There should be a reason why things should be done. The food, the theme for the food, the drinks, everything has to sync.
Oh, wow.
So a guest coming into your hall, from the moment they stepped through the door, so there should, everything has to align to with each other. So every guest has to have that phenomenal experience. So by the time they leave your event, they have a story to tell.
That's the truth, because I see that Rosemary just follow you. And when I entered my reception, I was like, Jesus Christ, this one transformed my whole life. Just in mere place, right? Now, we have difficult people.
Yeah.
Every business line.
Yeah.
How do you deal with difficult clients?
Yeah, because you see, not everyone will accept you for who you are. You will be an angel to some people, and some people will still come and give you no credit for all your effort. We come across that every day, so we are built to take it all in. So in the event industry, you come across your clients, and we also still have our pushback from even our fellow vendors as well. So we deal with that every day. For the clients who are difficult to handle, that's why our professionalism comes in place. So we know how to handle such people, and then we deal with them professionally. And we also...
You don't get to shout at them, right?
We don't get to shout to them. Yeah. Your customer is always right, but you still have to let them know and tell them where exactly.
I'm a conversation kind of person. So if at the end of the day the customer is not comprehending, I think there's a problem. But you have to try your possible best to make the customer understand the importance of your choices.
Absolutely. Yes, you have to let them know.
All right, so now let's talk about the business properly in Edo State. Why Edo State? I've listened to you say you had trainings in UK, Ghana, Lagos, Abuja, and I still feel like Lagos State is, so they say, is like the entertainment hub, and the business hub is our own New York in Nigeria. So why did you choose Edo State? Why did you choose to establish here in Edo State?
Edo is my home.
Okay.
I'm married from Edo, and we're back here to stay. We're back home. So if we want to make a change, you have to start from home. So we want to change Edo. We want to bring back home what we've learned from outside. So if we admire what Lagos is like, we admire Abuja, we admire UK, we admire US, and what's happening out there, we have to make the change, and the change has to start from home.
Fantastic.
So we are here to make that change happen.
All right, so that is taking us straight to the business of the day. Now, this very home of ours, our very own governor has said that if you do not get the vaccine, you don't get vaccinated, you will not attend church. He's not saying you cannot visit your friends, but large gatherings, you should avoid them.
Banking halls.
Church, banking halls, and we will not even say events, parties will be left out of it, because usually one of the most crowded places usually are weddings, birthdays, burial ceremonies, and that is where Trinity Signature and all other hospitality industry members fall into place. What do you think? First of all, let me not go to the business proper. What's your take on the vaccine in general? Are you for or against the vaccine? Because I've been having this conversation with several people, and I've gotten a hell of opinions. So I want to know what your take on the vaccine is right now.
Okay. For me, just like every other vaccine, we've had the yellow fever, we've had every other vaccines. I, for one, am not a fan for needles. Yes, I would say so. I'm not a fan for injections and stuff. So I have phobia for that. But when it comes to protecting my health, when it comes to avoiding being hospitalized and not get infected and falling sick, then I should think twice. And I feel people should always also have the same opinion about things. The whole vaccine that way as well. So I don't have anything against the vaccine, but if it will help people not to be hospitalized and not to fall sick severely, then I think we should embrace
Go ahead and take it. Yes. Okay, so I think the governor is taking this notion of yours a step further by insisting that everybody takes the vaccine. Yeah, but it's going to affect a lot of things. and it's definitely going to affect the kind of business that you do. What do you think the governor would have done differently? It has not been implemented because the second week of September, we are looking forward to the craziness and all of that. But right now, as we are preparing our minds, what do you think the governor would have done differently rather than imposing this vaccine on people and saying they should avoid crowded places if not vaccinated?
For me, I'm not saying, I don't think he's imposing or saying it's a must.
Okay.
For me, you understand our people. Sometimes we humans, we always need that extra pat on the back to do things. We need that extra push on the slap, if you understand. For example, I'm a mom. I've got kids. You know, sometimes when you give instructions, they need that little extra push to go do that. And I think that's what our governor is doing. He understands, he understands his people. And if I'm speaking for the event industry, I would say I'm speaking for myself because I experienced what we went through during the COVID.
I just wanted to ask you how you coped in 2020, taking us back a little. How did you manage it?
Oh my goodness, because we were all in, we were locked down. No business, nothing. We were indoors for a very long time. And for the event industry, I would say we were one of the major industries that got shook during that period. Nobody worked, nobody, the event centers were shut down, nobody had any job. And majority of us were thinking about going into other businesses. We had calls, calling each other. You know, we had ourselves to console each other because nobody worked for months and months and months. There was no income coming in. If we had to go through that period again, everyone knows what will happen again to us. You understand? And if the governor is saying, go get your vaccines done to get events going on, there are people who have booked their events already. They have their dates booked. And they have events ahead of us, you know, and he's saying, go get vaccines done. And then these same vaccines will help you avoid being hospitalized or breaking down or falling severely sick and all that. And at the same time, it's going to also save you from being locked in.
So you're saying that people should go get the vaccines. Don't you think that rather than, you know, just saying go get your vaccines done like he did, during the launch of the second phase of vaccination, don't you think more sensitization should be done? Because there are a lot of people who have been brainwashed that there's a conspiracy theory, and a lot of people do not want to take this vaccine.
Yeah, I'm still coming. So I'm still coming. So I'm saying that it's a win-win situation for us. But I would appeal to the government to say, instead of putting these deadlines, I would appeal that say, give us more time, then allow more sensitization for the people. Explain to them why this vaccine is important for us, and the advantage of this. You know, create more awareness for these people. Make them understand why this is better.
Because up until yesterday, I still have people saying that, oh, this is a 60-16. All right?
Exactly.
That if you don't take the vaccines, no churches, no events, no nothing. That,
exactly.
You know, I saw on someone's status, you know, just really speaking against what the governor said, saying, oh, you can't stop us from going to church, you can't stop us from attending hospitals and stuff. And they say this is purely 60, there's a conspiracy behind it. Others are saying they don't trust the vaccine enough. That maybe it's a trial version, right? And it has no effect on anybody. And what about governors and senators who took the same vaccine and actually still died? And we have news coming up from top politicians who travel out and still die of COVID-19. So I think, and I'm going to agree with you, that sensitization should be done.
It should be done. We should
be carried out.
And this awareness should also be created with people like you in this, people like you in this industry, and also maybe head pastors of churches. Because the truth of the matter is, most of these people who do not want to take this vaccine, they're coming from a religious angle. Their pastor must have said this thing off the book. So if the pastor would say, take the vaccine and attend church physically, believe you me, a lot of members
would not argue
snap
again.
out of the whole, 666 and the conspiracy theory thing. And if the event, the planners are partnered with, made the government partners with event planners to say, hey, if you own a hall or something, or you're into event planning, encourage your clients to get vaccinated. More billboards, more radio jingles, more TV ads, more flyers. If you move around the city right now, you're not seeing anything on any billboard that is encouraging people to take the vaccine.
That's true. I agree with you, Faith.
Because you see the head of churches, they own their flocks.
Yes.
And you say whatever they preach to them, whatever message they pass to them, they have their congregation and they pick up whatever their
pastor, head pastor, bishop.
Because I know during election, most of the politicians go to churches, you know, to
make an appeal to pastors
for votes. You say endorse me and stuff like that. Why can't you use that same energy right here, right now?
Yeah.
So we hope things get better anyway. As an event planner, yes, we have clients who are really, really aware of what COVID-19 can do and are very, very protective, right? Have you ever had a client come to you to say, Trinity Signatures, I want my event to be strictly COVID-19 compliant?
Absolutely.
How did you deal with people who felt like, why am I staying far from my friend? Why do I have to use my nose mask? Why? Did you ever
why do I have to sanitize?
Why do I sanitize my hands before I get into the reception? Have you dealt with people like that, Nigerians in a state like that?
No, to be honest, I think people are aware that COVID-19 exists.
Okay.
They are very much aware and they comply. When they come to events, they know that we keep the distance. At the entrance of the event, they sanitize their hands. They are asked to wear face masks.
You know why it's
They don't even. They don't wear because when they come into the hall, the distance are already.
My cocktail.
Because they have to eat at some point, but the distance is already there. You know, we ensure that the 2 meter distance are already apart for table sittings and all of that. So all the COVID rules are already observed during event sittings and all that. So from the entrance of the hall, they already know that they have to observe this. And you see, people already are complying to this COVID rules.
So what if we have a hall that can take, let's say, 400 persons, right? And the bride or the groom says, Madam, I don't know how you do this thing, but squeeze it so that 600 people enter this hall. I'm trying to make your clients here understand that, see, as a company, I have to observe COVID-19 rules, right? How do you deal with such a guest? You've planned for the 2 meter spacing for 400 seating people, and your guest is saying, Madam, I don't know how you're going to do this thing, but let's 600 people sit in this hall.
We let them know as an event planner. We let them know if it's not going to take up to 600, it's not going to take up to 600, and we have to get another hall. And they know that there is no way, because under the law, there is no way. If it's not going to take 600, it's not going to take 600. So we'd rather go for a hall that would take 1,000 and sit your 600, rather than have a hall for 400 and squashing 600 guests in.
Okay.
So now that you're here, I've heard a lot of stories about people who have a low budget but want a very high budget. So they tell you, Madam, I want this, you know, people with little
I want fireworks, I want buffet, I want this, I want that. They'll
tell you they want a standard top-notch wedding
talk of the town,
but their budget is
and they have 500,000.
How do you deal with this kind of clients? Because I know you are a big name in the industry, but yeah, of course, not everybody is a big name. Some people it's their dream to have their Trinity signature, plan their events, but their budget is, pretty bit low. So I'm just asking right now, is your company pocket friendly, or you just look forward to, planning
big
events
fish
for the high and mighty?
We come across that every day, all the time. But the thing is, I usually tell them, I have vendors, I have people who I work with, and the thing is, I tell them to be realistic. That's the watchword for me. So if you want a very good wedding, I tell you, if your budget cannot make up for it, then we have to tailor your dream to a certain budget for you. And I come back to pitch that for you. And if you're happy with it, we kick off. And if it's something that is not achievable, if it's not realistic, then I tell you, we can achieve it. Wow. So that's the way I work. No, I don't. It's not about bouncing clients. I have to be realistic. It's about being real, because at the end of the day, if I can't achieve what you want, it comes back to my name, and that's when you tell me I can't deliver, and that's it.
Fantastic.
So yeah.
All right, so we'll be wrapping up soon.
Thank you.
If I say I'm not inspired by your story, because a lot of us young people, we just try want to japa. If we find ourselves,
when she mentioned you spit out like him, Madam, you came back. Yeah. Anyways,
a lot of us just want to go. We don't want to come back to this place, and you went there and you came back.
You got trainings and have to come back.
And a lot of young people out there want to start businesses. Maybe not in the hospitality industry, different stuff. I don't know what you have to tell these young people right now, wherever it is, because I'm sure some people will be like, did you not hear her? She said she went to the UK. I don't have that kind of money. Do I even have that kind of connect or stuff like that? So I just want you to encourage a young woman, a young man out there who is watching you right now and wants to start whatever business of his dream.
For me, I would say if you have a vision, you have a dream, take it, run with it, because whatever you have, someone else has it already. But be safer than have your integrity. Keep at it, and that's the goal.
Fantastic.
Thank you
so much for being here.
coming on the show today.
Thank you so much.
I would love to have you again. And
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I don't know when my wedding will happen, but by the grace of God, I'm sure I'll be using
Trinity signatures.
And I'll be there more than happy waiting to plan it for you.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. I'm more than grateful. Thank you.
It's a wrap on the show today. Thank you so much for joining us, and a big shout out to our guest in the studio, Faith Osadolo. Thank you so much for coming on the show. On Wednesday, we are back. Hot Stuff Wednesday. We keep it hot and spicy on the breakfast show. My name is Faith Imai on behalf of the entire team. Have a splendid rest of the day.
Stay connected to TSL Nigeria and get updates on the go all day, every day. Subscribe to our YouTube channel on TSL Nigeria Space TV and join our online family.